Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a video about something cool that happened to me um on Wednesday, which pretty much most people don't follow me on Twitter, but I posted a picture from the event. Um, since I live in Houston, High Grounds Airsoft is pretty much like close to my house. It's not like right next door, but it's not that far of a drive. On Wednesday nights they have um, like adult only type of games where like you can, since it's after hours, you can like bring some alcohol, you can drink and intermingle with people as long as you're 21 and older. Um, and it's a way like more laid back atmosphere. Um, it's a cool event. We got to play games that we typically didn't get, that they can't play with large groups that they do with the public. Got to chat with people, stuff like that. And it's a cool thing. Um, I would highly recommend it if you guys got like a local paintball field or even an indoor airsoft place that you possibly that you can possibly try to see if there's enough like interest with the adult crowd to make that happen. With the high grounds, it wasn't like super packed, but there was enough people to have two teams and it be, I would say, reasonably like I think there was like I think we had like 12, 14 people. But it's a thing that they recently just started and they're trying to get word out for it. And for them, it's some of their staff can play. Because I know some of the people, like a lot of the people who work in the store, some of them were there. So it's just them getting to play and everybody just having a good time. You don't have to worry about kids or a large group, and you can just, like everybody's just friendly in general. Like the paintball and airsoft community in general is a friendly community. Um, but yeah, it's a cool event. Um, and I would highly suggest, that this is a thing that isn't really that hard to do. It may just it may just be some of the fields may be like that's a cool idea or not. You just need to see if you can get a big enough group where it's okay for them to actually like do it. But there's some cool stuff there. We first started off like playing a couple of regular games, and we started like doing like mix and match games. It's again you can't do with the public because some of the stuff is too scary or stuff they can't do with large groups. Such as one of the things that we did was like murder, which was basically team deathmatch where they turned off the lights, made the lights red that they could make red, and you're playing team deathmatch there, which if you don't know high grounds, there's like an A side and B side, so you're still playing there. But there's a person who was an invincible killer who, like, if you shot him, wouldn't get out. And like as he jokingly said it, if you shoot him, he will probably come after you being pissed. Um, so you can try to use that to your advantage as you're shooting the killer to get him pissed off and go after your enemies. But he's typically roaming around and he can only stab people, so he has to get pretty close to people. Um, and if he stabs you while you're alive, you have to go back to your spawn. You can't leave your spawn because you're like dead. You can't respawn. Um, that's a pretty cool game type. Um, it's hilarious just hearing people communicate worst killer, worst killer. They were playing like the Michael Myers theme song on loop. Um, well, Halloween theme song, but everybody knows it's like, hey, do 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 type of thing that always plays when Michael Myers is on screen. That was cool. People would be running around, um, trying to get away from the killer. People will intentionally just play it up by doing stupid screams like I did multiple times, where I was screaming like a little girl because I can actually get my voice, if I try to a high pitch. Um, I wouldn't say super high pitch, but higher than you expect a dude like me to be. Um, but it's just chaotic and fun, and you constantly have to be on your toes. I felt sorry for the killer in my first game. I don't know what his name was, but I know he had a GoPro on, and I know he's probably he's probably got the video of it. Um, but each time he went to get me, literally right before he got me, I got hit. And it's like the second time was literally he was in mid stabbing motion when I got hit. So it's like I got hit, going to raise my arm, he's sticking a knife in me. Um, that was a super fun game. Then another one they did was like Guns and Knives, which the first game was confusing because they're kind of breaking, because some of the people decided that it'll be fun to mix up who has the knife instead of like the role of it being one person has the knife, and they keep it. Um, but basically, you cut off half the field, um, and basically the ref goes out beforehand, places a random pistol, and like places a pistol in a random location and a knife in a random location, and whoever's the killer gets whoever picks, and you have to pick up whatever you come across first. You can't like, oh, I see it, but ignore it. If you see the pistol, like you have to go pick up the pistol. If you see the knife, you have to go pick up the knife and be the person and be that role. The goal is for the person with the pistol to kill the person with the knife, and the person with the knife doesn't have to be like, oh, I got the knife. So they can hide it. They can try to be like sneaky with it. We're jokingly saying it's Among Us, but with airsoft. We actually at one point in time had two of them, but the first round went weird because literally one of the knife people stabbed the other knife dude, and right in front of the view of the guy with the pistol. And so they both died within seconds of each other because they didn't realize who the other person was. So they had to make the rule if there's two knife people that them stabbing each other doesn't kill them. Um, but that was fun. You're having like people run away because they don't know who's the knife person, especially in the first one where it got confusing because it's like at points in time it's like they're switching off. So it's like one dude has a knife. Oh well, he killed another dude. Oh look, this other dude now has the knife. So it's super confusing. Um, and also do not make like the person with the pistol like completely OP. There's a rule of like 3 shots, and you have to drop the pistol. So like, if you stay in a group, like if you kind of stay in the group, you can do it. Um, but still, like it was a pretty fun game. We got to play some other stuff, but generally it's more just chilling out, being relaxed, getting to play while not having to worry about the bigger crowds and the expectations of pickup groups where you have people staying in the back constantly or just camping one spot constantly. There's a lot more movement and like people still doing stuff compared to beforehand, and it's a lot more fun. I know in Houston there's supposedly a paintball. I forgot what the name of it was. Um, there's supposedly a paintball field that did that. That does that concept, but they make it to where it's glow in the dark paintballs, which I may have to try now that it's getting cooler out and it's not 100 degrees. It's not like 90 degrees at night. Because if you don't know southern Texas, it can get like during midsummer, it can get unbearably hot to where you just the second you step out, you're already sweating and feeling drained. I'm not gonna do the humid heat versus dry heat thing because heat's heat. There's gonna be a bit of a difference. I'm not gonna compare apples to oranges. Um, but now that it's cooling off, I need to see if they're still doing that because that seems like a cool concept. The only problem that I'm hearing people have is the balls that they use are clear, so your paintball eye, like if you have eyes on your paintball marker, it won't fire. So you have to turn off your eyes. So some people are concerned about chopping balls, which I'm just like, don't go ham. Because while eyes are useful on a paintball gun, Sometimes they're not necessary unless you're going super high rate of fire. Um, but yeah, it's a cool experience. I got to play with my AK. If you saw in the picture, I had white claws because I'm a basic bitch. And I was playing with my AK. Um, and yeah, it is a fun event. I would highly suggest you guys check it out, especially if you're in the Houston area. Check it out on Wednesday nights, 6:30 to 10 at High Grounds. It's the store's closed, but it starts early enough to where you can still buy stuff. Like you can still buy like BBs and stuff from the store if you have to, beforehand. For me, I was running low on my tracer unit BBs because I was expecting to be able to buy a big bag, but um, they only had the 1,000 round bags, which I don't like buying the smaller bags, um, just due to the purpose that if you ever really shop for BBs, you notice that the bigger the bag, the more bang for value you get. While like the 1,000 count bag was like $6.99 or something, my 2,000 count bag was $10. So pretty much I'm spending extra money. I know it was like, oh, you're blah blah blah. It's like, I just didn't want to spend an extra like equivalent of extra $4 per like yeah, like almost half of what a 1,000 pound a 2,000 round bag cost if I wanted to get 1,000 round. The 5,000 was different. I'm not sure what the cost of those are, but yeah, with BBs you can save them. So I kind of like the bigger deals with it. With paintballs, you can't do that. That's the one thing I like about airsoft a little bit more is you can get really good deals on BBs, and those last you forever. Um, just due to the nature of them. But yeah, definitely check it out if you're in the Houston area. It's super fun. Um, and if you think you can do it in your own hometown, if you have a good field or anything like that, try it out. Worst thing that can happen is it fails a little bit, but it's worth taking a shot. And yeah, I'm happy I went. Um, so getting that aside, update on some stuff. Yes, I am going to be putting it up in my AK video because I recently got it and I was just testing out the new MOSFET in it. Um, so that's pretty cool. That's probably going to go up tomorrow. I'm sorry about a lot of the videos where it's a webcam. It's easier for me to do these because I can just kind of say my opinion on stuff, show stuff. I'm sorry about the camera footage. Again, it's like a $50 webcam that I used to stream on because when you stream on Twitch and stuff, you're really small, not a full screen. Also, you notice like I did like the last couple videos, I've been in a different shirt. I cranked them out like kind of. It's kind of how I'm doing recording. Is I had a bunch of topics to do, and I did some at one point in time. Then like went to sleep, did the other ones in the same shirt, while still having this because this blocks light. It blocks light from the window right here, so it may look a little bit different, but it does its job. Yeah, I took a shower and this is the shirt I'm wearing. You'll probably see you'll probably see the AK video. Then I'm probably also going to record a video on different paintball like mask and stuff. I don't have many like goggles because the one time I got goggles is the problem is with goggles and me is my glasses, the frames are pretty big because my head's big. So even with paintball mask, it's kind of hard to put them in. With goggles, I found it harder. I may try to find another pair of goggles that will actually do that. But also I've been trying contacts and contacts are a toss up for me. But enough ranting. Thank you guys for stopping by. Wait. Oh crap. Oh, okay. There's a reference. This is me getting shot in the head last at Wednesday. I didn't think it left that big of a bruise. I'm just noticing I thought it was a little mark on my head. um, but yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Leave a comment, possible like, possibly subscribe if you want to. But also don't forget, check out different events happening in your area with the airsoft paintball or any hobbies that you could be in. Who knows? You may find a wonderful time making new friends and find something that you can do that that may bring you more joy than just going with the general public versus a small group. And again, possibly try seeing if you could do something where you can get with a certain group of people and be able to have more fun. So until next time, guys, later.